Recording now. Hi, Emilia.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you, darling?
I'm good too, thank you.
Look at your blouse. I love your blouse. Show me.
I'll show you. It's very beautiful. I'm putting it today for the first time, but definitely it's something I could get married on.
You could, for sure, you could.
Very cute.
Love it. Really beautiful. You look really
Thank you.
beautiful in it. Yeah, so I'm here with Emilia, who is a fashion blogger, also have a YouTube channel, successful YouTube channel. She's great at YouTube and technical stuff, I can say. Also, she worked in Amazon. And also, like many of my clients, she was born in different countries. She grew up in different countries. She lived in lots of different countries. Now she moved to another country. She has a boyfriend in another country, and building relationship on that. So, hi Emilia, welcome, and thank you for that case study interview.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, great. So let's start from the beginning. What was not working before? How was
So
before?
yeah, before so I joined the program in 2019. I think I was 25 at the time. And for 25 years, I've been single my entire life. I had no idea what was wrong with me because I kind of think that I'm hot, I'm pretty, I'm smart, but there is something that I felt like it was not allowing me to be in a relationship, not committing to a guy, not committing to a job, not committing even to a country. And yeah, so that for me, that was what was not working. And when I found you, I felt that there is a lot of work I needed to do, indeed with the modules. And I really felt that the answers were in me. And there is a lot of things, a lot of barriers that I had to break in order to make myself prepared to receive love and receive, all sorts, all forms of love, and also what the universe had planned for me.
I love that. I really love that. Thank you for sharing. So, just like getting more specific around relationships, what was not working in relationships? You've been single, but did you have some romance and love? Like, how was it?
So to be 100% honest, I was 25 and very young. I had my full experiences at university. So what I had closest to love or to relationships, it was one night stands that the maximum probably they would last a full week, and then everyone goes to their own corner, and the love sex relationship is over. So it was never, I felt that it was never probably giving the full of me into a love relationship, and even having the mindset that I was not enough for
Mm.
for these guys, especially like white guys. That was the population I was surrounded with. I felt I was not enough for the guys because of one of the factors was the color of my skin, because I was the only black kid where I lived for such a long time. I barely had any black friends. I probably in total, from Portugal, where I'm from, probably in total I have like 2 black friends, 3 probably the most very close friends. But I felt that there is some patterns in my mindset and from where I was raised that for me, like I've never seen a black woman where I lived being married or in a relationship with a white guy. And yeah, even on my upbringing, I was raised by Caucasian parents. So it was very different realities from what I would see in myself, because me, myself, I'm a black woman. And yeah, there is a lot of mindsets that I had to break, also my perception about men, and a lot of things that were related to my upbringing that were definitely things I had to break down and really see with clarity what the reality is, and that those mindsets, not all of them are true.
Powerful. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, you did such an amazing job here. And in that time, what was your secret desire? Like secretly, what you desire in your heart? So you grew up, you were surrounded by this reality. You're a black girl surrounded by all of the white completely not belonging there, not knowing how to create the deep, intimate, loving relationship, what was your secret desire in your heart there? What did you
Yeah.
desire against all of the things which you've been told to, what you can, what you cannot have?
Oh, that's a big one. But I guess above all, it was to be my true self, which is a joyful, funny, and intelligent girl as and woman as I am today. That was my true and biggest desire, to just be myself around people. As you said, like on my introduction, I used to be a fashion blogger. And for me, there are certain standards, there are certain ways I needed to be, certain ways that I needed to behave. There are certain people I needed to surround myself with in order to grow. And for me, that was kind of creating a battle inside of me, because there is this person who I was and I wanted to move forward in order to be happy, and there is this other person that it was a character that was created, and there were certain standards I had to follow, like because society told me that that was the way that fashion bloggers uh, are and behave, and that was the way where I was, and I felt very stuck. So for me, my biggest desire was indeed to be my true self, to be happy,
Mm.
which was a really big thing, because I never felt I was truly happy until certain moments that were happened after I started a program, which was finding pure love and happiness. And that happiness came mostly from accepting my identity and
Mm.
being Emilia, not being this girl that had straight hair because society told her that only Black women with straight hair can prevail in life, and also to be my funny self, speak my mind, and have the courage to speak my mind and tell when things are not okay and when things are not what I want, because having things the way I want, it's a reality that it's possible. And the girl before, the girl that was following the script and following the society guidelines, their girl was super unhappy, even though she thought that was the way, but that was not a way, because there was reality and happiness, which was a path that I was able to follow once I found what was my true identity. And yeah, that's something I'm really grateful for doing this work and finding you.
Thank you for hearing. And I love your hair from the beginning. I'm like, I
Thank
love your
you.
hair. I love your hair.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, what else did you try before? What else did you try before what you thought it would work but didn't work?
You mean like in terms of programs or?
In terms of like your secret desire, you wanted to be truly yourself, you wanted to have love, you wanted to, really fully express your authentic self in relationships, in your life, with your career. What did you try before that didn't work?
Mm, that's such a strong question. And to be honest, looking back, I have to say that I don't think I've tried anything as powerful, because I didn't know that there were other things. I tried at times to speak my mind, like when I felt that people were not fully correct with me, and it didn't end up well, because probably I didn't know how to express myself, or probably I didn't have the right energy, or maybe I came across as what's the name, like patronizing. And yeah, I just didn't know how to give in a way that people were able to receive or make myself feel understood. And to be 100% honest, I think that what I tried before, compared to this work, it was not as powerful or not as strong, or maybe it was not a great solution, because it definitely didn't work.
Mm. Okay, got it. So you tried everything what you can read, what you're supposed to do, but without
Yeah.
inner work, it didn't work.
Yeah, I wasn't doing any inner work. I was maybe reading one self-development book or another, but to be 100% honest, that just made me feel frustrated, because as I was just comparing my life to the words that were written or what these other people were saying, and maybe I was trying to take that as a lesson like every day and say to people, oh, but you're behaving in this way and that's not correct, because I read this book and this is not how it should be, and you're not coming across correct because I read this on this book and it should be like this and that.
Yeah, so you read all of the books. I actually met you on seminar, one of the seminar. You were going on seminars, you
Yeah.
were reading all of the books, all of the personal development books, but before you did, but without doing that inner work without actually, sometimes I like to say you can't see the label from inside the jar. You can't do it on your own, isn't it? Like you can't read as much as you read and ready to do the inner work, then it works. Okay, great. And how did you discover me? How did you find out about me?
So yeah, we met at a seminar. What's the name? Rich Women. We met at a seminar, and yeah, I was in this phase of my life where I just quit my job, and I was in a very bad place because, again, I felt like all my relationships were not working. I didn't have a love life. I was 25. It was just before my 25th birthday, I guess. That was just before my 25th birthday that we met. And I just got out of this highly tough working environment. I was going on dates with guys that it was just destroying me inside because it was not matching what I felt that I deserved. And yeah, it was a very tough period. And one thing that I found in myself is that one thing that brings me up is going to events, feeling the energy of other people, being surrounded with people that have goals, have visions. And that was why I went to the seminars. And I remember getting in touch with you, and you told me about your work. And I was the most skeptical person because I come from a science background. I did study management and economics, and I am like all about the numbers, all about the facts. So I was very skeptical, and I kept asking you, what do you do? And you're like, okay, come to my program and you'll see. So I just came to the program, and yeah, that's how we met. And that's how we start doing work together, doing coaching together.
Thank you. And what were your like immediate results when you started, when you were skeptical, but you were still, okay, fine, I'll do it. What was your immediate results?
So it was quite funny because you're just saying as well, cannot see the label until we are inside a jar. And a couple of days, if not the day before, it was a little bit after, I wrote on my journal. It was before I did the program and everything. I wrote on my journal everything I wanted on there is the manifestum. I did the manifestum as well of what I wanted in a relationship. And slightly before, my connection is unstable.
Now you're back.
I'm back. And slightly before the program, I have met who is today my boyfriend, and it was just very interesting periods. And I really felt that he was the one. I really loved him from the first sight, or attraction from the first sight, which I was very skeptical about until it happened. But I really knew that there were so many things before that I was doing and it didn't work. And I wanted to take the maximum as I could from this program. So that's why since the beginning, I did the modules, I did the manifestum, I started seeing results on my relationship. And there is patterns that I observed that it was things I was doing. And I thought, okay, if until now I did them and it didn't work, and I want this relationship to work because I see this guy wants the relationship to work as well. So I need to do things differently. So immediately I saw changes on my dating pattern. And 1.5 years later, I'm in this beautiful relationship that I foresee lasting for many years in the future, I hope. And that was one of the first results. And then as well, there was a lot of inner work, even how my mentality shift. As I said, I came from these really tough working environments, and it completely dragged my confidence, my self-esteem down. And it was a lot of work through my mindset, through my self-esteem, through the models and the coaching sessions to rebuild that and to myself to gain that confidence and into jumping into another working place, which is very similar to love relationships. And it was completely rebuilding myself from scratch, but finding my own identity through that work and through that personality that was slightly destroyed from my past experiences.
Beautiful. So dating started working. You're now 1 year or 1.5 years together?
Yeah, more than 1.5 years.
Oh, more than
Yeah.
1.5 year. Congratulations. That's really wonderful news. And also new job, stable relationship. You've been in the same country for a long
For a
time.
long
You,
time.
you didn't change the country. So you're committable now.
That was definitely one of the first things that changed. My commitment issues were gone.
Fabulous. Really good. So where are you now? Where are you now in your relationship?
So yeah, we're right now doing long distance because of COVID. But since the beginning, even when I knew that we would have to be long distance, that was never a fear for me for being long distance in this relationship, because I just love him so much and I know that he loves me mutually. And yeah, we were in a good ground. And also by doing this program, I have the courage to always ask where we're standing, to always ask yeah, always ask like tiny questions that for us women sometimes it's a big deal to ask, and sometimes we feel like, oh my god, but if I ask it now, oh, why should I ask that? I'll be like this and like that. But no, I just feel that I'm in such a good place that I can be completely honest with my partner, and also I give him the space to be honest with me, even yeah, even when the topics are very delicate or very tough.
Mm, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. Thank you for sharing. And that's the most important, right? Like
Yeah.
honesty. If you can't be honest, how can you go long term? Sooner or later, you have to be honest. And also, he sent you flowers for the
Yeah, they're still
long,
there.
long distance, but still sending flowers. So
Yeah,
you
that's
have
another
the
thing. Especially,
confirmation.
I
Mhm.
always told my boyfriend that, yeah, we're going to be 18 months, we're going to be 1 year and a half. And I feel like with men, we need to give them a lot of direction. And if you really want something, you have to ask for it, no matter if it's with men or with anything. So I told my boyfriend that I know we said we're not going to exchange gifts, but it's 1 year and a half and I want flowers. And he did send it.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I love when you share that on the group and you
Yeah.
share that because that's one of the like joy and pleasure of the loving relationship, right? Right? Receive the love and you beautifully received it. Great. Yeah, I'm so happy to like see the progress, see your hard journey. Like I'm so proud of you and this is only the beginning. Now you have a big mission to help other women, right? And he's
Yeah.
can do you can we share he's white and you're black and
Yeah,
you
totally.
you completely shifted all of that mindset. You are completely authentic and you can be with in relationship without this whole baggage
Yeah.
of what society says, what society thinks, and how you grew up with. So well done for doing that. That's amazing. So,
Thank
any
you.
last words you would like to share to women, like women in relationships, those who are on the fence, for example, thinking about working with and doing the same work or not? What would you say to them?
Yeah, I would say don't resist. I know it's very tough and it's very easy to be skeptical about things, but I keep saying to everyone, don't judge anything until you try, either it's food, programs, whatever it is. And also there was one time you told me something that is, what is the price of not knowing? And for me, that's such a big
Mm,
thing, like especially when we live in such a society that it's based on fear of missing out. How much money do we spend on things that don't matter? But I feel that this work is so valuable. I'm on this journey for more than 1 year and a half now. For how long has it been? I don't know, like it has been a while, and I
mhm,
keep coming back, and every day, like the tools. Today I started my day with a full page of gratitudes, a full page of desires, a full page of brags, and these are tools that Justyna gives us on our course. And just the fact that as well we're a group of women and we're sharing stories, it's so powerful because we really come to the realization that we're not alone, and everyone's journey, it's our journey, and together we grow so much stronger than it would be probably in a one-on-one. Because as I said, that resistance is such a big thing that sometimes you feel like not sharing your story, but then you hear someone else sharing their story and you can relate so much, and it just opens your heart to be vulnerable and share your experience, and also be able to receive someone else's help. And for me, that was such a big thing because I had a lot of childhood traumas. I had a lot of working environment traumas as well. I had a
mhm,
lot of mindset misconceptions, and little by little, after 1 year and a half, it's not a one-time thing, it's a everyday thing, that by doing the work and by showing up, sometimes we just have to show up even when we don't want to speak or we don't want to listen to anyone telling us what to do. But just the fact that we show up and we break that resistance to do the work, it's one step closer to the person that we want to be, and the person that we want to be in the best version of ourselves. So that's the recommendation I would give to women. It's don't resist, and don't judge it until you try it. And when you try it, you'll get addicted to it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love the way you share that. And yeah, you just explained everything, the whole experience. That's why I love to hear as well other voices, because I can talk about it forever. And listening that you can share that, it's really rewarding for me. Thank you so much for that case study. For anyone who is listening and watching, if you are ready to stop resisting and let go and actually allow yourself to have love in life, it is possible. It is possible for every woman. Every woman should have it. And if you're ready for it, book a call with me. I post link somewhere here. You will find somewhere link to the book, to book the call, and let's chat. Let's have an honest conversation and find out where you are, what do you need, and if I can help you. If I can help you, I will. If not, I will steer you in a direction where you can get your next right step. Thank you so much, Emilia.
Thank you,
So good to
Justyna.
hear you, and speak soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.